Hello, TAC community, and welcome to TAC Talks. Today, I'm here with instructor Marla Snyder. Welcome, Marla. Would you like to take a second, introduce yourself, and talk a little bit about the art that you make and the classes that you teach at TAC?
Okay, sure. My name is Marla Snyder. I've been teaching on and off at TAC for over 20 years. I actually, I took classes there when I was a kid too, but I've been, I've always wanted to be an artist, and I went in to college being a graphic designer because I didn't think I could draw. So anyway, later in life, as I was taking classes and doing things, I decided that I can draw. It's just a little bit different. And I had a different style, and I thought that I would just try to help people do that. So 20 years ago, I talked to Anne at the center, and I said I wanted to teach a class. She said, well, what do you want to call it? And I said, well, it's watercolor. I taught myself to watercolor. She said, well, should we call it Watercolor 101? I said, no, let's call it Watercolor for Those Who Don't Think They Can.
Wow, there you go.
It was just sort of off the top of my head, and went out into publication at that time, and all of a sudden I had, 15 people signed up, so I figured I better figure out what to do, which I did, and that's really been my joy. My joy in teaching has been having people who don't think they can be creative, don't think they are creative, but that come to my class and they do something. It's very exciting.
That's like the most rewarding thing as a teacher is when people come into your class and they're like, I can't do this. And then they walk away with these like masterpieces and you're like, I told you so.
Yes. Yeah. Well, my method is I teach it pretty step by step, and I work right along with everybody. And I think the key has been for my classes is after each class, they're 2-hour classes, you have a finished piece of artwork. And I think people like that. It keeps them coming back. And I always stop my class when we're working after the first hour, and I say, see, it doesn't look that good yet, and neither does mine. So we have to keep going. And it's been successful. So I've spawned, I've got watercolor for those who don't think they can. I've got drawing for those who don't think they can. And recently, just because of the pandemic, I've started another class called Still Life Doodling, and basically it's just doodling, and I really just want to get people who've never done art before to do it.
Wonderful. That's awesome. I think you kind of covered our second question too about your teaching philosophy and your practices. So are you making art like at home right now on your own as well as teaching?
Actually, I'm just finishing up my Shelter at Home series. I have a series of 52 pieces that I just finished throughout the year. And now I'm thinking my next series will be the new normal.
All right. That's so exciting. And are you teaching online or are you teaching in person or both?
Right now I'm just teaching. I've got a couple Zoom classes going at the Art Center. And I hope, again, soon maybe to be teaching in person, but not.
Don't we all?
Yeah, probably not till the summer.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. And then we'll just kind of wrap it up here. This has been really great. What is like one interesting thing or fun fact about you that maybe your students don't know or most people don't know? Maybe another hobby that you have or something that you really enjoy or something that even just inspires your art?
Well, one of the nice pluses for teaching for me has been going to other places and teaching. I was able to get a great gig where I was teaching aboard cruise ships, and that was great. I like that. And I've also got a spa out in Utah that I go to. So that's been a real plus. But mostly for me, especially during this pandemic, is that I have my art. And haven't been able to read too much, haven't been able to focus, but I've still been able to do my artwork, and I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for TAC and just being able to teach and to reach out to everybody.
Yeah, it's been really amazing how TAC has been able to kind of pivot and get us started on these online classes. I myself have been teaching online, and it's been a little challenging with ceramics, but it's definitely great to be able to go into people's homes a little bit. It's a little bit more personal, I feel like, than when you're in the classroom or the studio. Because
there's definitely been some advantages.
Yeah, they kind of let you into their surroundings and you can kind of learn a little bit more about them as students. That's great. Anything else you'd like to add, Marla?
I don't think so.
Awesome.
It's a pleasure teaching at TAC.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, thanks for the chat, Marla, and everyone else, thank you so much for joining us. If you're interested in taking a class with Marla or any other class at TAC or TAC Online, visit theartcenterhp.org.